Number 10, get organised. You're apparently more likely to forget things if your house is cluttered and if notes that you've taken are in a state of untidiness. Ideally, you want to note down tasks, events, and all that stuff in some form of electronic planner. So ideally, you want to note down all of your tasks and events and important things I'm sure you have to do in some form of electronic planner. And it's important also to regularly make to-do lists. But of course, this answer is a bit of a cheat. However, the easiest way to remember things is to just make sure that you write everything down. Number 9, get a good night's sleep. Sleep plays a really important role in allowing your brain to consolidate all of the memories and thoughts you've had that day, allowing you to recall them better in the future when needed. Most adults need about 7 or 8 hours of sleep a day just to make sure that everything works properly, because a lack of sleep can have a whole bunch of negative effects on you as a human. In terms of memory, retention and recall specifically, a lack of sleep will enhance the formation of beta amyloid, which is a toxic protein that will clog up your brain. Number 8, play some brain games. If you don't continue to challenge your brain with new information, you'll eventually see your memory begin to deteriorate. Obviously, there are quite a few different brain games you can play, some of which are more famous than others, but there are even a whole bunch of free brain games you can play on the web. These specifically created games can sharpen a range of skills, from reading to improve memorization. Although you will need to invest at least 20 minutes a day for these games to become effective. And no, I don't think that getting your gran to play 3 hours of Call of Duty every day is going to help her when she can't remember where she's put her glasses. Number 7, master a new skill. A really important factor in trying to improve your brain function or reversing a functional decline is the seriousness of purpose with which you engage tasks. In other words, the tasks that you choose to focus on should be important to you and must be something that can hold your attention. It's said that mastering a skill takes 10,000 hours, which sounds like a lot, but actually, if you start now and really focus, you'll be done before you know it. Number 6, clench your fist. For whatever reason, research points towards the fact that balling up your right hand and squeezing it tightly, and chances are you're currently doing it right now, makes it easier to memorize information such as phone numbers. And when you want to retrieve that information, researchers suggest clenching the left fist, with the movement said to activate brain regions key to the storing and recalling of memories. Just make sure you don't concentrate too hard whilst trying to remember things, because looking a bit stressed out and clenching your fists might be taken the wrong way by strangers. Number 5, learn something new before you go to sleep. It's said that a good way to consolidate a memory is to go through the information just before you head to bed, which is why it's not totally insane when people try and cram loads of stuff in on the night before their exams. Although on the topic of exams, a little tip from me: repetition. Write what you need to remember down 3 times, and each time write it in a different way. By the time you finish doing that, you'll remember it for a long time. Number 4, exercise more. Being told to exercise might be boring as hell, but it's basically a free wonder drug that fixes all sorts of stuff. Aerobic exercise has been proven to improve cognitive function and can subsequently enhance your memory. Exercise also boosts the growth of new brain cells in the hippocampus, an area of the brain pertaining to memory and learning. Basically, it just makes everything better, so seriously, get some more exercise. Number 3, drink more milk. And no, we know what you're thinking, we aren't being bribed by cows. Scientists asked nearly 1,000 people to fill in surveys on their diets and to complete 8 tests to check their concentration, memory, and learning abilities. The adults who consumed dairy products at least 5 or 6 times a week performed considerably better in memory tests compared to those who rarely drank or ate them. So apparently milk is quite good for memory retention, but I don't know what the effects are going to be of me eating all of this cheese. Number 2, eat properly. A healthy diet is as good for your brain as it is for your heart. Consume whole grains, vegetables and fruits, and eat low-fat protein sources such as fish and lean meat. And if that sounds like an absolutely tedious way to live your life, then here's an easier way you can improve it. Don't forget that what you drink is very important. If you don't drink enough water, you will start to lose memories. And if that sounds incredibly tedious, then do remember that there's an easier way you can also help. Drinking lots of water is always a good thing to do, and if you don't drink enough water, you will start to lose memory. Number 1, stay mentally active. Mentally stimulating activities assist a lot in keeping your brain in shape, just in the same way that physical activity will help keep your body in shape. And that means just mix it up a bit, take an alternative route when you're driving somewhere, read the portions of the news you generally skip, and maybe try a little crossword puzzle. Keep yourself on your toes throughout life, and your memory will follow in tow. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For more top 10 lists, be sure to subscribe by clicking on the button that you can see now.